Welcome. And first time joining me and you're wondering what this is, I'm going to tell you here in just 1 second. And thanks for tuning in. If you've been with me for a bit, you know exactly what this is. First of all, I want to give a shout out to a couple people. Liv Reese, these guys been supporting the show since the beginning. They make high quality CBD products. I personally been using it for years, so it's real easy for me to talk about. Jump over at livreese.com, use the code word TABLE, let them know I sent you, and you're looking at 50% off. Yep, check it out. The Reese Rub is amazing for sore joints and muscles. Also, my merch store is open and going. I'm constantly making improvements and adding things. Would love for you to check that out. WaltzKitchenTable.com. And the proceeds help a local organization called Forever Healing Invisible Wounds. Gio and his beautiful wife and company do some awesome work for vets and anybody that needs help in the PTSD realm. So check those guys. And shout out to High Speed Daddy. They jumped in to help out Forever Healing Invisible Wounds. They're a vet-owned organization. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got my stuff about a week ago, and we went on a little adventure today, and I used my gear. And you want to see it, check out the pictures online on my Instagram. Love these guys. Love the product. You need to check them out. Pretty cool stuff. Links of everything I just mentioned are in the show notes. So let them know I sent you and, build this community up. Also, I want to, a little different here. I want to recognize the source for some information that I'm going to be spitting out at you. It's from Podcast Movement. And they put out a pod move daily, like a email. And that's where I got the numbers I'm going to be talking to you about. So let's get on to this episode. This is off the cuff, where it's me, this microphone, y'all listening, no notes, whatever's on my mind, and I just talk for a few minutes. But it's a little different because I did have to jot some notes down because I'm going to throw out some numbers. Got me thinking, and the reason I call this this episode 1 and 2 million is because I started this project as a podcast. It was burning a hole in me for a long time, even before I knew what podcast was. I love talking to people. I love sitting, having conversations and finding out shit that I don't know, because I don't know what I don't know. And everybody you meet knows something you don't. And when people talk about how many podcasts are out there, I think it's great, by the way. If your creative juices get flowing and you want to talk about something and create and do all that, God bless you. Keep it up no matter what. But these numbers were kind of fun to look over. So as of right now, it is March 17th, I think, 16th, somewhere in there. No, April. Oh, goddamn. Time flies, man. April 16th, I think. There is just over 2 million podcasts out there. This is the sources come from Apple Podcasts. So we're looking at 2 million, right? So does that discourage you or encourage you? Me, I don't give a shit, because I love doing what I'm doing. And if I have one person listening and it encourages them to do something else that gets them out of their comfort zone and they accomplish something, fuck, dude, all set. But I'm a business guy. I like numbers. So source again, Apple Podcast, and out of 2 million, just over 2 million, 26% have one episode, one and done. Imagine that, one and done. They made a little remark about through the pandemic, people thought, they were locked up and not doing much, so they thought they'd start a podcast and try to create something and do all that. And maybe they did, maybe they don't. I don't know anybody's story. Unless I talk to them, I can't judge. But going by the numbers, again, 26%, one episode, one and done. That brings it down to 1.48 million have 2 or more. And then 44% of the 2 million have 3 or fewer. So now that brings it down to 1.2 million have over 3 episodes published. And 36% have 10 or more. So I fall into 36%. I think I'm sitting at 68 total episodes. I just hit my 50 full-length episode, right around 90 minutes. Super fun. And thanks, everybody, for the support. And I hope, I'm just getting started. But these numbers are crazy, right? I mean, when you hear, if you've got a podcast going like I do, and I first heard 2 million, I'm like, holy shit, where do you stand out? How do you get past 2 million people, and how many people listen? And by the way, most people listen in their home. And I found that very interesting because me personally, most of my stuff is consumed in the truck, which I drive a truck and I'm on the road a lot. But then I brought it up to my mother-in-law was visiting because we have a newborn, and I brought that fact up to my wife. Had some girlfriends over, and my mother-in-law was here, and I brought this fact up, and everybody said, "Yep, most of their stuff is consumed at home." So that's just some fun facts. But the reason I'm talking about this today is if you have a show, or even if let's stick to that. If you have a show, again, does that encourage you, or does that give you a little bit of despair? You're like, oh my God, how am I going to become Joe Rogan if there's 2 million people? You know what? Fuck that. Dude, if you like it and you're having a good time, people are going to find you and people are going to listen. Just be you. Don't try to be the next whatever. Who gives a shit about the next whatever? I had one guy go, oh, you're going to be the next Joe Rogan. I go, the fuck I am. I'm going to be the next, I almost fucked that up. I'm going to be the first Walt Blau. That's it. Just be real, man. I'm not going to sit here and preach all that. It just comes down to don't try to be anything you're not, because it's not going to last very long. If you're honest and you're having a good time, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, man. Move on to something else. But I don't know what else I had to say about that. I just really thought this email, these guys put out this podcast movement, put out a cool email all the time. And it's really informative. And that's what I got. So I'm just going to shut this shit down because I know you got stuff to do. Thanks everybody for listening. I know that this one's a day late. It just gets a little busy. We're still trying to get things kind of in row with the new man in our life here, Logan. My new little man, and having a blast. And again, thanks everybody for the support with our family and this show. I'm having a truly good time, and I've gotten some crazy cool feedback. And that's just icing on the cake. So be cool. Don't act cool. And get the hell out of here. But before you do, don't hang up yet. Just remember, Live Rishi. These guys make awesome CBD product. The tincture. Sorry, man. I'm reading notes and trying to talk to you at the same time. Trying to multitask. Woo! So liverishi.com. These guys have been supporting the show. The tincture is amazing if you want a good night's sleep. Check that out. Tell them I sent you by using the code word table and half off. Awesome time to get on the CBD train. Merch store is wide open. I got some really cool stuff. They're called Waltisms. These are sayings that I live by. This is what inspires me every day. I got a handful of things. I just put it on some merch. The proceeds help Forever Healing Invisible Wounds. These guys are a really great organization helping everybody in the PTSD realm and anything with the military. Or if you just need some help, man, these guys are here to help. And again, High Speed Daddy, awesome stuff. Check these guys out. Links are all in the show notes. Be cool to tell them I sent you. I'd like to build up the community. And if you like what you hear, tell a friend or 7. Till next time, much love.